My name is Abby Watson, and I'm a student of Energy and Sustainability Policy at Penn State University. I'd like to take a few minutes to talk to you about climate change and how it relates to energy. Carbon dioxide is the primary driver of climate change. A rise in carbon dioxide emissions is directly linked to an increase in average global temperature, as you can see in the figure at the right, provided by NOAA National Climatic Data Center. Increasing global temperatures will result in changes to precipitation patterns, such as an increased incidence of drought and flooding. It's also linked to an increase in extreme weather events, such as stronger hurricanes and typhoons. It is also linked to a rise in sea levels due to the melting of the polar ice caps, and this change in sea level has a negative impact on aquatic habitats. These issues are all a significant threat to national security. Greater competition for resources and displaced populations as a result of newly inhospitable habitats will result in significant geopolitical conflict and unrest. These negative implications will have serious side effects in terms of national security for the United States. So how does that relate to energy? We need to decarbonize the energy supply. As you can see in the figure at the right, electricity generation accounts for 35% of carbon dioxide emissions worldwide. In addition, fuel for transportation, industry, and building heat is also primarily carbon-based. According to the EIA, the U.S. currently only generates about 32% of its electricity from carbon-free sources. 19% of our electricity comes from nuclear energy, 6% from hydroelectric, and only 7% from other renewable sources. Bill Gates delivered a TED Talk in 2010 that summarizes quite nicely what the next steps are that the United States must take to reduce our carbon dioxide emissions.
So what do we have to do? What am I appealing to you to step forward and drive? We need to go for more research funding. You know, when countries get together at places like Copenhagen, they shouldn't just discuss the CO2. They should discuss this innovation agenda, and you'd be stunned at the ridiculously low levels of spending on these innovative approaches. We do need the market incentives, CO2 tax, cap and trade, something that gets that price signal out there. We need to get the message out. We need to have this dialogue be a more rational, more understandable dialogue, including the steps that the government takes. This is an important wish, but it is one I think we can achieve.
In conclusion, I am asking for your support for federal funding for innovation related to technologies such as carbon dioxide capture and sequestration, as well as energy storage solutions for renewable energies. I'm also asking that you support federal legislation that will place a price on carbon dioxide emissions. This is a market-based approach that will also allow renewable energies to become more competitive without subsidies.